not be seen tonight, so that we may present a very special collaboration between Beer Machine and Painting with Menoth John. Mothership, a horror survival RPG starring the cast of Beer Machine and Painting with Menoth John. Presented in Super Legitivision, the future of podcasting. It's .com. Well, good night, everybody. No, wait a second. Good night. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Mothership RPG. I am, of course, Menoth John. You know me from such things as Painting with Menoth John and occasional guest appearances on other podcasts that no longer broadcast. I am, of course, your host, your GM, your DM, your hostess with the mostest. I am with you tonight to present, once again, another episode of the Mothership RPG. I am here with the crew that cannot be beat. Most of the Beer PG or Beer Machine, our role, whatever, podcast, whatever they were. I'm, of course, talking about people like Rich Brotman.
How's it going, folks? We're going to have fun, and apparently it's going to hit the fan tonight.
Apparently things could get shag nasty this evening. Of course, with us as well is everybody's favorite helpful hunk. You know him, you love him, Eric.
Hello. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Eric, for welcoming our wonderful guest to the show. And, of course, he's the most scientific of guests. You know him, you love him. He's Reggie, that other guy.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to tonight's show.
And fresh from an exhilarating week in the greater Maryland area, you know him, you love him. He's Joe Snuffy.
Hey, guys.
So, folks, we're very excited to be here. But, of course, this is the Mothership RPG, which means we need to start with a beverage update. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a trying week for us as a nation. It's been a trying week for all of us here on the podcasting world. We are, so I think it's good that I start off with something local. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of Spotted Cow in a can because I've been drinking that right along. And then I'm going to switch over to something with a little bit more intensity, a little Woodford Reserve after that. So let's go around. Sasha, what are you drinking this evening?
Sasha is having something called Agamemnon from Omnipolo Brewing.
Okay.
And so, a while back on Beer Machine, we got a care package from Alex.
Mm-hmm.
And it was from Omnipolo, and it was some amazing stuff. And at the time, you couldn't get it in the U.S. Surprise, now you can. So, this is, I want to show you guys this.
Ooh,
their
nice
artwork
can.
is all amazing. Yep. And even the top is black, which is pretty cool. Agamemnon is an imperial stout brew with maple syrup and natural flavors. Comes in at 12.5%.
Ooh.
This beer is so heavy. Watch this. I'm going to pour this full tilt straight down.
Oh, my God, it's motor oil.
Look at that. And you get
No
no head
head.
out of it either. I mean, you get a tiny bit, but, you know. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome.
As GM, I'm going to allow you to have a can of that in case something along the line needs lubrication.
Outstanding. Thank you.
So add that to your sheet. A can of Agamemnon.
Okay.
Can I petition for a can of twisted tea in case the shit really hits the fan?
Petition away. Petition away. If it's a good enough petition, I will consider it, Joe Snuffy.
Got it.
I'm not joking.
All right.
I'm not joking. Please petition away right now.
Hey, because when shit really hits the fan and you got to take a racist out hard and fast, twisted tea will get the job done with a crack snackle pop.
Oh, I will allow it. That was well done. I felt like there was a good tagline there. There's a quality use of a reference to a meme, and quite frankly, you know, sometimes you got to pop it a racist in the head. Good on you.
I wanted to add, you can see his tail here. Pickles is sitting next to me, so he will be playing the role of Jonesy should that arise.
There we go. Folks, I tell you, it's not an official podcast. You really can't have an official podcast anymore unless Pickles the cat approves of it. And are we Pickles approved at this point?
We are absolutely Pickles approved.
Outstanding. Let's move over to Eric and let's get an update on what you're drinking there, Eric.
Eric is boring and drinking water because he wants to hydrate so he doesn't dehydrate.
Oh, that's a very Tommy Ribs thing to say. That's very nice. So he says that on several runs. You got to hydrate or you're going to dehydrate.
It's important. No one wants to dehydrate.
Oh no.
It's definitely worse than just dying.
Oh no. Well, I absolutely support your use of dihydrogen monoxide. Let's move on to Reggie. What will Reggie be partaking of this evening?
I am partaking in something of one of our sponsors, Flight Mechanic Distilling,
Oh, you say.
and I made an old fashioned with it, and it is amazing.
It's
It's a little bit of the toasted pecan whiskey.
Oh, cool. You got that variant. Nice.
Yes.
excellent. You know, everybody, I want you to get out there and ask your local packaged liquor dealer for Flight Mechanic liquors. You know, folks, you can travel around the universe and not find a drink as smooth as Flight Mechanic. Flight Mechanic Distillers uses 100% actual things that are made from plants in the distilling process, and you know, you can pick it up at your local package dealership. Ask for it by name, Flight Mechanic Distillation. It's .com. There you go.
And for some of our fans out there, you know, I would put this right up there with Sort of Liege.
Oh,
Ooh.
You know, I'm that impressed with the flavor and everything
Awesome.
with this one.
it's not sorta-liege, it's sorta-liege. You know, sorta.
Sort of
Like,
neat.
It's sorta-liege. All right. So, and then lastly, let's move over to Joe Snuffy, who has a twisted tea in his inventory now, but would like to know what you're having for a drink right at this minute.
Well, it's not quite twisted tea, but I am supporting local. Going with Evil Twin Brewing, Imperial Biscotti Break. This is an imperial stout brewed with coffee and almond and vanilla extracts. I am a little outdone by Sasha because I'm only drinking at 11.5%, but I'll take it.
It's such a good beer.
Imperial
you chose
Biscotti
wisely.
Break is amazing. I've had that and it's incredible. There are also multiple variants of it. If you see the Imperial Mexican Biscotti Cake Break or something to that effect, it's called, don't hesitate, pick it up.
Well, it was between this or the meadery, which I will probably share with us next time. So, but I'll keep my eye out for that too.
Are you still making mead?
In theory, yes. I've had a batch that's been fermenting for 2 years and it's still bubbling. There's a lot of sugar in that, and it's a little scary.
I guess so. Okay.
Speaking of things that have been fermenting for 2 years, I don't know if you guys can hear can you hear the music?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So when last we saw our intrepid travelers, our gang of 4, our mercenaries with a method, they had gotten aboard the downward elevator straight to hell. They were on the surface at what was it? Some Joplin's Ache, and had stepped aboard the elevator that takes them down below the surface of the ice towards Choi Labs. Upon closing of the doors, you hear the following. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I can do this all evening, folks. Do do do.
Oh, okay.
Do. No, anyway, so you get into the lift, and you're heading back down. You can at first, as you're going down in the elevator, you notice there are some translucent panels on the elevator. Those have gone completely dark. You're entering a world of absolute and total darkness at this point. The ice is thick. The sun can't penetrate down into the deep, murky waters below you as you continue to descend down towards Choi Labs. You also, at that time, felt a little buzz on your hip communicator, and you're notified that you had received some new maps for the surrounding area, and those were made available to you during the off week of this particular show. So you'll find within there an artsy-fartsy 3D map of Choi Labs, and it's many and various and sundry different places, as well as more helpful maps that will help you. You are arriving into Choi Labs via the surface access area. Does everyone see where that is?
Yes.
So that would be level 3. And we're coming in on number 1, surface lift.
You are coming in surface lift number 1.
Okay.
Okay, everybody got ready for all of that nonsense?
Yep, I got it up on
Yeah.
the screen.
Okay. All right. So as you're coming down, if you'll remember right, you had noticed that in the cracks and seams of the elevator as well, there were a number of what appeared to be flower blooms protruding
White flowers,
from
if
the
I
surface.
remember.
Correct. You did an inspection of them and found them to be completely devoid of anything on the inside, any like the pistils or any of the kind of the flower parts that make flowers a flower.
Mm-hmm.
And so you come down there, and please remind me what all of you are wearing.
I'm wearing my hazmat suit.
Okay. What about you, Snuffy?
I do believe I have my combat gear on, and then we had placed hazmat suits on before coming down the lift.
Okay.
Are those compatible? Do I have the hazmat suit over the combat?
I mean, it's
absolutely
compatible
do.
if you try hard enough.
You absolutely have it on. What about you?
Or you can put your tac vest outside of the vac suit, I guess.
I don't think it's gonna
I'm
fit you
wearing
well.
my vac suit with my coveralls underneath.
Very good. And Eric, you also got your vac suit on from.
Yep,
back
Eric
in the
is
day.
naked in a vac suit.
Very nice.
That's right, I forgot about that.
Very nice. Okay, so as you arrive in the surface lift, you are entering into a receiving room for that lift. When you enter through, you notice that as you're coming down, first you briefly pause, and you can hear mechanical systems engaging and opening and sliding open. The lift indexes down one more level. You can hear a set of hydraulics kicking in and large metal plates sliding, much like an airlock is closing above you. And you hear a slight amount of water kind of flowing past the sidewalls of your lift. Lights are flickering. The doors open, and you enter a room where you see streams of seawater pouring in from the ceiling. Ahead of you is a door that is open, that is leading to what appears to be a screening room. Exit is south. Trying to keep it in the text adventure Zork feel here.
Yeah, I noticed
Exits
that.
are
That was
south. What do you do?
Take candle.
Candle's not available.
So you said that there's water basically leaking in from the ceiling portion of the pod ahead of us.
Yes, you're looking in, and the area that connects the surface lift with the next
Okay.
room, which is the security gate. There is water streaming in from the sides. Someone needs a new roof.
Gotcha. So that's basically the not umbilical, but basically the hard connector. Okay. And does it otherwise operate like an airlock, or is that fully open?
It is complete. It is fully open, and
Okay.
Snuffy, given the fact you have military training, you recognize this as an unusual condition.
Hey, go for the jarhead.
You recognize this as something that generally would have required some level of security protocol in order to get past that particular door, and it is open.
Hey, gentlemen, my spidey senses are tingling. I'm just letting you know there's some strange shit going down. This ain't normal.
Sasha pulls up his SMG and gives it a action movie needless bolt rack, even though there's already one in the chamber. And then he catches the round that flies out.
I was just gonna say. I was just gonna say, subtract 1 ammo from your list.
No. He catches it and puts it in his pocket.
Okay, very good.
Okay, Ethan Hawke.
Okay, so you're currently in 1. What do you want to do?
So door to 2 is open. So I'm just gonna walk into 2.
Okay, Sasha moves forward. You're in a screening room where security and entry control usually will be scanning and inspecting all incoming, outgoing personnel and cargo. There's a viewport on the side looking in towards room 3, which is known as the transit monitor. And there is, emblazoned on the wall is a logo for Dyson Phytology. And there appears to be a staining on the glass from that side. And it's obscuring most of the vision. You can see the Dyson Phytology logo because it's fairly large, but you're not able to make out a whole lot of what else is going on in that room due to the staining that is on the inside of the other room's window.
Color of
Okay.
the stain?
Brownish.
Delightful.
Yeah, it's probably blood.
Poop.
If it was on our side, the staining, I was gonna joke and say I take off my helmet and lick it, but no, I'm not going to.
You have nothing to lose.
Oh, damn it, John! I want to get a model of this guy when the adventure's over, but if he's dead, I'm not going to.
I'm pretty sure you could just go outside and get a plant at this point.
Yep. Just get a terrarium. It's basically you.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so Sasha is up here in 2, and the rest of the team is still back in 1. What are we doing?
Okay, so is there any way to access that third area of the transit monitor from the area we're in?
It is
Basically, I looks like there's a security room attached to that, and I kind of want to check that.
there actually is no way to directly go into that room. You will need to work your way back around through the doors. There is a glass partition there, but
Okay.
it is not accessible from 2.
Okay, I'm gonna go forward directly into the cargo lift then.
Okay. So, you're in the main cargo lift, and it's an open area ringed with railings, and right now it is at the level that you're currently at, and there is a gallery around the lift itself that allows for walking around the lift area. So, you are able to access the doors that lead out of the area of the cargo access lift, either up to the transit monitor or over to a door that is labeled security and monitoring.
Okay. Yeah. So the door for security and monitoring is that does that open or
You find it to be wide open.
Okay. I'm just going to, without turning, kind of report back to the rest and just go, I will go ahead to see if there are any survivors.
Okay.
And I'm going to go into security monitoring.
Okay, so you're moving into security and monitoring.
Yeah.
Good, Machina.
And while I'm not, like, prepped to, murderate anyone I come across, I do have the rigging gun on one shoulder and the vibe shetty on the other.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I have nowhere else to put them.
Is he just walking like this? Like
Yeah.
just one in one hand, one in the other, just forward.
Like with a hop.
Yep.
Hop, hop, hop.
Yep.
So great.
Like a Congolese mercenary ready to go. Yes.
Eric, please add 1 stress to your total. You are now at 2.
What could go wrong?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So as you're passing into the room for security and monitoring station, you see that this is it is literally as it states. There's a bank of monitors in there, computer terminals showing video and security feeds that are selectable from a control panel that are not only for inspection of the items that are in this surface access area, but are also gives you access to the rest of the Choi Labs area. So There, you see that there are tabs on the keyboard labeled Crossroads, Storage, Habitation. If I'm going too fast, let me know.
It's
No,
on
you're
the
good.
level. It's all the level 2 things. I would
Yeah.
Habitation, Labs, Maintenance, External. So those are the tabs that are available to you. And there
I'm
is
immediately going to punch Crossroads.
Crossroads. Okay, as you punch up Crossroads on the monitor above you, it splits into two different available displays. Each of them showing an interior. One of the feeds shows an airlock leading to the habitation and to the laboratories. The one that's leading to the laboratories has emergency lights that are strobing, and the other feed shows the airlock to a cargo access lift and storage, with the latter, the storage area, being flanked by a smaller security door.
Okay.
There are warnings that are going off on those screens for structural stress and multiple small leaks being detected.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Leaks is in atmosphere.
As in the
Water.
water. You're
Yeah,
underwater
'cause
right
we're
now.
underwater.
Oh
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Atmosphere
we're
is
losing.
leaving.
We're losing atmosphere.
You are
I
losing
meant.
atmosphere and gaining water.
Okay.
Good cover. Good cover.
For a second, I thought you were talking about, are they playing the band Atmosphere down here?
Jesus.
No. So,
The environment's not that harsh.
but basically, so just to kind of summarize what you saw, because it's kind of a long, drawn out explanation. You're seeing a viewpoint of basically an area that is has more airlocks going to other areas.
Okay.
Hey, Telkazar, thanks for joining us this evening.
Hey.
How's it feel to live in a country that's not under siege? Just going to put that out there. So, that's where you're at. What's next, Eric?
I'm going to move forward and just do a cursory look at the transit monitor, see what's on the other side. And
Sure.
my plan is to take a look at that and then return to the group and report back.
All right, so you've inspected the Crossroad video feed, and now you're moving over to the transit monitor room. Okay? So you enter a cramped room with 2 terminals, monitoring traffic through the security gate. You will detect, you have a strong smell of burned plastic.
Oh, that's always healthy.
In the corner of the room,
You're a robot. Why do you give a fuck?
Because it smells like him.
Biological robot.
he's a
Oh,
robot,
okay.
but he's also a robot that took a point of stress. You are now at 3.
Can we stop
Oh,
stressing
no.
the robot? This is bad.
Stress him when he's not around us. That's actually
You're
good.
fine.
So
What
and
happens?
I feel
Wait
bad.
a minute. Hang on. What happens when you hit your max stress? Do you do something, or is that just
well,
Snoopy?
what ends
You
up
will
happening is
discover my secrets.
what what ends up actually happening is he starts to it's not even when you hit maximum stress, because there genuinely isn't a maximum stress. What you do is you start rolling panic checks, which Eric is going to do right now.
Oh, no.
And he needs to roll on 2d10, not percentile, 2d10 less than his current stress.
Okay, less, not more.
No, I'm sorry. More
Okay,
than your current
cool.
stress.
Just
I
making sure.
apologize. Yep. And what'd you get?
Whew, 8 and a 7.
Okay, you're fine.
Luckily for everyone else.
Okay. There we go. Just checking my stress here, just making sure there isn't. Yeah, you're all not in the same room as the robot anyway, so you're not extra stressed. All right, so in the corner, the thing that caused you stress is a charred corpse, which is partially engulfed by a growth, wearing a scorched security uniform. The two terminals appear to be somewhat functional.
Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is let me check my inventory. I believe I have a bioscanner.
Okay.
That's the loading music.
You have a med scanner.
I do. I have a med scanner.
Sasha sees the med scanner and he says, Windows updates, why now?
Yeah.
Right.
Rebooting.
So I'm going to use the med scanner on the body, even though,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure this individual's dead.
He is dead. You have properly identified him as a dead thing by all of the black carbon that is not normally associated with a living person.
I mean, you never know. I'm not going to judge.
No, I mean, hey,
Maybe he doesn't have a good skincare routine.
he just needed to
No kink
exfoliate
shame.
a lot.
Yeah, he needs a lot of exfoliation.
Don't you need real skin to have skincare?
Right.
You have to have some skin. You have to have some skin.
Isn't it like silicone care?
Right. Please pass me the oil.
Okay, so you have identified it as a dead corpse in there.
Okay.
What do you do next?
Well, there's no one else to assist in here, so I'm going to report back what I saw. I'm going to go back to the group.
Okay, so let's
Go ahead.
leave Eric there for a second because he spent a little bit of time identifying things that are dead,
Sounds good.
and let's go back to the group of folks who are still standing in the surface lift, which would be our intrepid scientist Reggie and Snuffy. During all of these shenanigans, while we have successfully once again split the party. What have you been up to?
Hey, wait a minute. You also didn't give us a turn to do things. Just saying.
Oh.
I was
between games.
I was turning the spotlight back. I'm rolling back the clock, and I'm finding out what these guys are up to while you're pushing forward into these various and sundry areas while they're picking their nose.
I'm
So
just relieved that Sasha's
Reggie's
making
trying
close-
to take a look at the map to figure out where the two locations that were provided the samples are.
Ah, excellent. So, what are your current thoughts on that? Because I believe that we had some homework from the last session to identify if your contact had given you much information about where the samples or the data are.
Now, I remember from last session, I was able to get into the computer system and figure out where at least the two samples were in the lab
Okay.
areas. But
Okay.
we still have to figure out where the data is.
Okay. So where? Tell me again where the samples are.
You were to provide.
Okay. Sample testing.
Okay.
They are in sample testing in the laboratory section of Choi Labs.
Number 4, the one with all the circles.
So, Sasha and Sergeant
Yeah.
Stuffy, we should start trying to make our way over to the samples area and probably secure each room as we go. Make sure our backs are safe and we have a clean getaway in case, things get twisted.
He's good plan.
Okay. So you
I
guys
would
are,
like to scavenge in the security-ish area to see if there's any badges or anything lying around.
there are no badges. However, Snuffy once again recognizes that the current state of the doors that you've noticed are inconsistent with normal procedure, and that alerts you that there's been a security override that has been placed in the area. So the doors appear to have been forced open systemically.
Oh.
So like a
Okay.
physical force open or like an electrical lockout?
Like security electrical lockout.
Okay. Because we don't need to have any crowbars anymore.
You have not seen any evidence of forcing or welding or anything at this point to have opened the doors that you've seen open throughout this particular surface access area.
Got it.
So Snuffy, these doors don't seem like they're operating normally. Do we have to worry about any kind of protocols going off and locking us in?
It's a great question. We should probably check the security monitor 1 and see if there's anything typed into the system. One of you smart, intelligent, computer skilled people should do that while I think of crayons to chew on.
I think he
Okay.
just called us nerds, but that is okay.
Yeah, let's make our way over to the security.
I want to press all the buttons that go to the different feeds in order so we can look at them all.
Sounds like
Like on Elf in an elevator?
Okay. So the
Sure.
rest of you have now crowded your way into the security monitoring station. And so the first, you've already had the detail around the crossroads area. And the next one on the list down is storage. Is that the one you press?
Sure.
Okay. Once again, the monitor above the computer terminal fires to life, and there are 2 video feeds split side by side next to each other. One is labeled Secure Storage, and it shows several rows of neatly organized chemicals and equipment. The other is known as General Storage, and shows a larger warehouse in absolute disarray. You notice that there seems to be movement between the detritus. The camera quality is too poor to provide details, but something is moving.
Okay. I say to the other guys, you see that?
I do, but I'm not getting paid for movement. I'm getting paid for samples.
Ah.
You know,
Always motivated by
moving
money.
samples are easy to collect, I hear.
I am going
This ain't
to
Pokemons. We getting the unmoving ones.
Reggie, Snuffy, and Sasha take 1 stress.
Oh,
This is the first time you have seen anything really moving under its own power in this entire encounter.
Sasha hits the button for the next one.
This button says habitation. There are 4 video feeds now up on your television monitor. Unfortunately, they're all just showing black. They're not showing that they're not getting signal. They're showing black.
so something's covering the cameras more than likely.
You're getting errors showing up on the alarm screen on the terminal itself, registering for air filters needing replacing in this particular area.
Sasha thinks it's actually something wrong and not something blocking the camera, and he smacks it and he says, Slav technology. And
And
then
it's
clicks the next one.
and it continues to show nothing. The next button says labs. Are you having a Moscow Mule, or are you drinking out of a Moscow Mule tin?
Moscow Mule tin.
I wish I had a
It's
Moscow
my
Mule.
old fashioned.
I wish I had a Moscow Mule right now. Anyway,
No.
all right. So the television above now splits into 6 video feeds. All of them are showing offline errors. You're now on below in the alarms display. You're getting a hull breach detected in open environmental testing. Entire lab facility flooded, sealed. And you're getting numerous warnings in this area for structural stability. So let me repeat that. We've got a hull breach in open environment testing, and the lab facility is flooded and sealed.
Shit.
That seems normal.
I did make sure I got a rebreather set with it when I bought shit, so this could be bad.
I mean,
I don't see open environment. I see closed environment testing. Then I see C environment testing. Am I supposed to see open on the map? Because I don't.
If the people at Choi Labs can't label their shit, it's not my fault.
Okay.
I guess that's
It's not like
probably
there's time.
C environment.
I take that
guess
up with
it's
HR,
yeah.
Sasha.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I'd suggest that's one for the old suggestion box there down in the habitation section.
Duly noted.
Next button is maintenance. Okay. I would call your attention to the fancy 3D map by the way, to help you understand what maintenance is. Because it didn't make a lot of sense to me right away either. Maintenance lies beneath. Okay?
Okay.
It is a subsection, is the maintenance area for the other sections. Okay? Think of it like
This is
the,
just like aliens, and
It's-
those are the escape routes.
yeah, it's the Jeffries tubes. Okay? If we're gonna Star Trek this. These are the Jeffries tubes.
Gotcha.
Okay. The television monitor now merges into 3 video feeds. The first is the Crossroads Maintenance Access feed, which is fuzzy, but seems to show something large and breathing. And you take a stress.
I feel attacked.
Oh boy.
Eric, where the hell are you, by the way, while all this is going on?
So
Oh, damn
basically, I'm imagining Eric does his thing. He goes into the other room, the transit monitor room,
Mm-hmm.
pokes at a body, uses the med scanner, turns around, and walks into the room with the other 3 and goes, "Oh, hello. I was just about to report to you that," and Sasha just starts flipping through the feeds.
Okay, so you take a stress too.
Can't even tell us.
Yeah. Oh man, I walked myself into the room and into another stress.
Yep, and it's like, oh my god, what the hell's going on?
I'm sorry, was that
game
gain stress or take a stress test?
Take a stress. You're gonna take a stress test.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
I need to double check here. I just want to make sure I'm doing these panic checks properly. Okay, guys, I apologize.
Okay, so they're called panic checks. No problem.
I just want to make sure that I'm doing this properly.
No worries.
I just
Okay.
feel like the uncanny valley that is Eric is fucking us over at this point.
Okay,
Yeah.
kids.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, kids. Let's start with Eric. Give me 2d10. Don't fuck
yeah,
up.
buddy.
Twice, because we are at a negative because of him.
5 and a 7.
Okay, so
That is below the 4 stress that I have.
you are safe.
What
Let's
about-
go on to Reggie.
All right. Let's see here. Dice. I need 2d10s, right?
Yep.
Okay. I rolled a 10 and a 2.
10 and a 2. So if you
And
roll over your current
My stress is
there's
currently
damage.
3.
If you roll equal or so you roll 2d10 and then so it has to be over. So you rolled a 10. What was the 2 things you rolled?
A 10 and a total of 12 between
Okay,
the 2 dice.
you're fine. You're fine. Sasha, you're at a 3.
So you want 2 and a 4?
So it's 6. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're still fine. And Joe Snuffy,
I've rolled a 7.
you're fine. You're still at
Okay,
a 3.
good.
Okay.
I see. So it's not an individual dice, it's the combination.
It's a
of the two.
combination. It's 2d10. You add them
Okay.
together, and it has to be in order not to panic. It has to be larger than your stress value. Where stress
see.
really bites in the ass is if you panic, you then roll 2d10 and you add your stress to it.
Oh,
So
Oh, boy.
there's some bad
Oh.
shit that happens with enough stress. Okay.
okay.
All right. So
Feel the urge to chain smoke.
So you notice that from the crossroad maintenance access, you got the fuzzy breathing thing. Okay, the oxygen generator room feed appears normal. Outside of a okay, it appears to be normal. Outside of the fact that there's a body that can be seen slung against the wall. So
In the O2 room?
in the oxygen generator room, there's appears to be a body slung against the wall. In the power generator room feed of the maintenance area shows that equipment is running, but the video feed is largely obscured by an unclear object. Now on your alarm screen, you're getting numerous warnings of partial flooding, several of the pumps needing maintenance, and that the main sewage filter located under the crossroads needs unclogging. Okay? So that's your main sewage pump has a clogged filter. And that's located underneath the crossroads area. and that you have a warning that all the lab airlocks have been forced open via maintenance access override. So just as Snuffy deduced, it's been a security lockout that's opened these doors.
Sasha thinks he has a bright idea.
Okay.
And he perks up and he says, we should get security keys and close all doors.
Interesting.
Yeah, let's do it.
Interesting.
We need security keys first, though. We don't know where they are.
It's electronic. Computer that shit up, space IT.
He kind of makes a face at him. I don't know.
Is that something we can accomplish from this terminal, John?
It is a security terminal. It is something that you can certainly try.
Yeah, I don't have.
Reggie would like to give it a try.
Do you have hacking, Reggie?
I have not yet.
I do not. I have hacking. I have
Not
computers, but I don't have hacking.
I plan on getting it. I just have computers right now.
Okay.
You get upgraded to
hacking.
0 cool from Bang Boy if you get hacking.
So
Eric goes, I believe I have the capability for this problem.
Eric,
Very
hacking.
good. Very good.
Eric, give it a try.
But
See
we
if you
need
can-
key card. We need key card first before we close our doors. Otherwise, we cannot move.
Did that dead body you find have a key card?
I will check. I go back to the body and basically start lifting open pockets if possible with the vibe shetty.
Yeah, you discover no security keys or any type of key card system. What you notice as you're looking at the door panels is that there appears to be there's a numeric pad type of key access. It's not so much a physical key as it is a numeric
Gotcha.
keypad.
And if I remember from session 3, the door code showed logs of 2 attempts and the third one passing.
Yep. So you know you have at least 3 tries to get these doors to follow your commands.
So
Ah,
Eric, when you try to hack the system, see if you can set a master code for all the doors for us to use.
Okay. I don't think that's going to happen.
I mean, it's worth trying.
Yeah,
Who-
so I'm
who's
going to
going
start
first?
with just the one.
Eric walks up to the door and presses 0001. Beep.
Okay,
It did not
okay.
work.
So
0002.
back the bus up. Back the bus up. That's not what you're doing. What? I mean, if you want to, be my guest, but I mean, that doesn't accomplish anything because
Right, we'll role play it in real time. Each one. No. All right. So, what was Sasha specifically asking Eric to hack?
I would like to hear this as well.
Okay. What I would like you to do is close all doors if we can set security code to same code for all doors.
Excellent.
Okay.
So is that what you're doing, Eric?
Yep.
Okay, so you walk up to the terminal in the security area, and you discover you bring up the security administration tool, and it is asking you to enter in a code to gain access to the administrator rights for the security system. Give me a percentile roll.
Okay. 12.
You have nailed it on the first try.
All right.
Yes.
The
Tachi nailed it first try.
through some miracle, Eric has managed to get into the administrator rights for Choi Labs for the security control system for the doors, and what is appearing before him now on the monitor is an overall map of the labs, which is kind of a conglomeration of all the different maps that you've been provided, with all of the airlock doors between the different rooms are now currently showing in an open position, except for the ones that were in the lab area where the hull breach was detected
Right.
in the open environmental testing, and that was the open environment testing. That is showing closed and sealed with a red around it.
Okay. Also, I assume that the open environment testing and the sea environment testing are just the same.
They are now the
thing.
same thing.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
Okay, so the first thing Eric does is he vocalizes, I have achieved mastery of the doors. They are now subservient to me.
So you're their daddy
Sasha
now.
pats him on the shoulder and says, door overlord. Very good.
I am the door master. And
Now,
I'm
now what
going
about the
to-
keys, Eric?
Right? Are you the gatekeeper? No. So just put me in a red dress. So I'm going to, as directed, I'm going to lock all the doors.
Okay.
I'm going to shut the doors. And if it's possible to lock them and set a code, I'm going to do that, just a master code.
All right, you go ahead and key those commands into the terminal, and you hear the following.
Access denied. Just kidding. Ha ha. Ha ha. Access granted.
And the doors now all flash yellow for a few seconds, and then flash to the green position, showing that they are now activated but closed.
Awesome.
They
And the
had
code, of course, is going to be 42069.
Outstanding.
Outstanding. All right, so that is where you're at. The doors are now subservient to your Eric. They have taken a submissive position and are now at your command. What do you do next?
Sasha hits him on the shoulder and says, very good, Machina. Very good.
Now
And-
I am the master.
Yes, you're
Eric,
the master door key master.
Eric give yourself an extra 5 experience points.
Will do.
Nice.
All
Okay,
right.
boys, I think we got this area tapped out. Let's get on that cargo lift and get us our money samples.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with money shots.
Eric, while you're in the system, can you locate where the data might be hosted?
While I'm in the system, am I able to locate where the data might be hosted?
Or like a server room or anything?
There is a systems status monitor page. So you go to that system status, and it lists basically it's a very brief schematic of the overall architecture of the control systems for the kind of the building automation system. In that system, there is a series of servers that you can see as there's a primary and secondary data core. Right now everything in the primary data core is listed as offline, but secondary data core is still showing active. And so the rest of the systems that are basically just for, like I said, building automation and control, but the heart of the data management system for the labs themselves existed in those 2 cores, and one of them is completely appears to be offline from your system, while the other one, the backup, appears to still be active.
Okay. I'm gonna take note of where the backup is, just for future reference.
The backup is located in the hang on, I wrote all this shit down, I promise. It is in the datacomms area.
Okay.
If you're looking for that in your map, it would be Choi Labs Laboratories number 10. Is that right? No, I'm sorry. Let's see, hang on.
Datacomms is Choi
Is
Lab
number
number
10.
10.
All the way at the bottom.
No, it is. It is. Excuse me. It is maintenance number 9. It is server room.
Ooh. Gotta hit the Jeffries tubes.
So number 9 will be directly underneath airlock Reuben. No, underneath data storage, roughly.
I am trying like hell to know that because
That's
No
okay.
problem. I mean,
we don't
we're
need
not
to know
headed-
that right now.
Yeah,
John.
we're
It's
not
okay.
headed there right now, so we can just put a pin in
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Put a,
We
put a,
can, we can
put a,
stick in the parking lot.
Put a
and circle
pin in
back
that.
later.
Fuck.
yeah. So it is in what is known as the server room in maintenance.
Eric's gonna make it the servile room.
Yeah.
Kind of already has.
Let's see here. So maintenance.
All right, so you now know, and there is another, there is one other item that has popped up while he's in the system, and it is a notification that has been coming around to. It was blast broadcasted out to basically any email account that for Choi Labs. And basically it read urgent report to general testing for inoculation. And the and it's as if there's anyone still of getting these messages, please report as soon as possible. We may have found an answer.
I like answers.
Hey, Reggie, I'm just letting you know those space aids are making me feel funny. I think that might be a good
Yeah.
spot to go to.
So we should probably head towards the general testing for the inoculation first. And then it seems like maybe trying to fix the pumps, Sasha, if that's something you think you can handle, to
fix
help
pumps.
clean out the maintenance areas might be the safest way to get around down here.
Let's we fix pumps and go get computer.
Okay.
Please
No, I
be
guess-
careful.
But the question is now, do we want to all go together or do we want to separate and try to, you two take care of the pumps and then maybe Eric and I go get the sample or the inoculations?
Did you just say send the infected people away first?
Yep.
I think he did.
You know
I
they
feel attacked.
they tried that with lepers too.
Don't worry. When you go into another area, that's when you'll feel way more attacked.
Yeah. Hey, to be fair, I'm going with the tripped out robot right now. It could snap and kill me.
Not wrong.
Sasha says, Snuffy, we go fix pumps.
Okay. All right.
Pump you up.
All right.
Ah.
So,
Okay.
so I assume we're headed to the cargo lift, access lift,
Yes.
Yes.
as that is. the
And
next step.
I'm going to hand Eric my SMG with
Okay.
15 rounds.
Eric takes the SMG and hands you his rigging gun, because that's the number of hands he has.
Okay.
Hey John, do if you don't mind, do Reggie and Eric first because I gotta hit the bathroom quick.
And I do too as well. I was about when you all got on the elevator, we were going to take a 2-minute break in the thing
Let's do that.
for bathroom and beverage, and we'll be right back here on Mothership.
Yeah, talk about stuff, guys.
do 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 do.
Honestly, as soon as he said Crossroads, I just had freaking Bone Thugs and Harmony going through my brain. I'm like,
Yeah.
bum, 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 bum. Meet you at the crossroads.
Yep.
I'm down.
Sorry.
That was my middle school.
Well, hardcore streets of Buffalo.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, we actually have we had some rough districts when I was growing up. My local game store growing up had gunshots. Well, had bullets come through the front window twice when I was there.
That
through
just
my
adds
life,
to the
so-
realism of your RPG sessions.
I know, right?
That was just a crit roll.
Yeah.
Roll initiative.
I mean, mind you, obviously I grew up in the mean streets where I was listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony at my private Catholic middle school.
Well, I mean, it's very similar to the streets of L.A. Compton, Catholic, private school.
I know, right? Very close. Very close.
You could meet Jesus at either one.
Well, I mean, as a white guy with a mustache, of course I love hip hop. So.
Well, why wouldn't you? Everybody does.
I'm back.
John, what do you think of Run the Jewels?
I love them. I love them. I wish you could do the thing properly, but I'm not coordinated enough. But yeah, Close Your Eyes and Count to Fuck is one of the greatest songs ever written.
It very much is. And A Christmas Fucking Miracle.
Combines two of my favorite things in the universe: Rage Against the Machine and Killer Mike.
I mean, don't miss out on the love for LP, but yeah.
No, I love LP too. Don't get me wrong, but especially since he spells it ELP.
Yup.
All right.
All right. So, welcome back, folks, to the less bladder impaired version of Mothership. So, our intrepid team, when last week were together, by the way, running Jules fast, running Jules fast. Running Jules fast, running. The motherfucker. Anyway, so there you go. So you have now clambered onto the cargo access lift, and it has a has a number of handrails around the outside of it, where you can tell that a lot of scrape marks in the floor where heavy machinery or other pallets and things like that have been on there. You go over to the control button. You hear a fair amount of machinery kick in. There's some low-level vibration, and it descends slowly down to the next level. It's about approximately 10 meters below your current level. As you arrive into the crossroads area of the cargo lift, demarked number 1, you will notice a gallery around the lift itself once again. And over the speakers you hear the following. I'm sorry, that's a callback. That's a sign of professional podcasting.
Yes.
So there is a large airlock that connects the crossroads with ramps to assist the transport of cargo. The air is not clear here. There is a reddish-brown, rusty smoke that fills the air.
Luckily, none of us are breathing that air.
Yeah, and there is a small amount of water on the floor.
Ew.
On one wall, 2 corpses sit next to each other, partially entangled in each other's arms.
Oh, sexy.
Until you notice that their organic mass has seemingly melted off and has stretched and pulled itself along the surrounding surface. This has resulted in their remains being partially hoisted up the wall, stretched, and pulled apart in every direction. The entire growth is covered in a wispy mass sprouting hundreds of tiny white flowers, near luminescent in the low light. You all gain 1 stress.
I was going to say, I'm going to go on a limb here and say that this is something we're not okay with.
You are not okay with this, and you have all gained an additional stress.
I
You are-
appreciated the audible narrative shift tone there in your voice patterns, John.
I'm doing my best to make it atmospheric. I'm trying to be a good.
I like how we're
GM.
trying to like make it seem like, oh, it's adorable. It's a body. Oh, they're lovers. They died together. What?
Hey,
And then
hey,
they became
Dan,
together.
No kink shame. No kink shame on
Okay,
this.
no.
You are.
Yeah,
you are,
no kink shame. The thing that could have been straight out of Annihilation.
you. That movie. I'm gonna tell you.
It's
There's
good.
there's
That
a
movie?
That movie is
Um,
good until the last 20 minutes. We're not. This
No.
is not the media
It's still
section
good.
of Painting
It's
with
still good.
Metal.
It's just not that good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The last 20 minutes when you start like, I'm not okay with this.
Listen,
I'm not high enough to appreciate what they're doing here.
When
When
they
some-
finish it, and I look at Emily and I said, I don't say this very often. I am genuinely disturbed by this movie.
Yeah.
not to spoil anything, but when someone in your unit is like, we need to look inside you to see what's moving,
Yeah.
it's time for everyone to go home.
Home.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Do that. Not that they could have found their way home, but that's fine.
No, good
effort
point.
that
I have this sitting next to me. This is the
Nice.
novel that it's based off of, and I haven't read it yet, but it's on deck, and I'm really excited. It's book 1 of a trilogy that the movie's based off of. Yeah,
Yeah. I look forward to that. I look forward to not reading a book that you recommend to me.
not
again.
reading another book I've
Yeah.
recommended to you.
Yeah. There you go.
Alright.
We definitely don't recommend books to each other. I mean, we're definitely not readers here.
Yeah, you're
So-
guilty as fuck too, Dan. Next,
I read a book you recommended. I read Forever War.
you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not because you recommended it. It was on my reading list.
Oh,
I mean,
Alright.
what, on your personal reading list or your government approved reading list? Has it
My
made it
personal
on there?
reading list.
no, there's
I
no
was
way.
just checking- I was
Game
wondering
is
if it
on
made
the
it on
government
there in
approved reading
addition
list.
to-
Okay.
Is
This is
it?
the part of the game that I exert control.
Yeah,
Okay, there. I apologize.
Not a problem.
Take a
Every
stress.
player likes me.
Eric,
Take us
Eric,
down the
Eric,
street
take
to
a
hell.
panic test. Roll 2d10.
Oh.
Tell me the result of the sum.
Let's see
13.
here.
You're fine.
8?
You're fine. Somehow.
Yeah, that's close though.
You're getting there. You're at 5. Snuffy?
So I, being that guy, are these panic tests the same as fear checks? So are we at a disadvantage because of the uncanny valley?
Actually,
Yeah.
you are. Yes, and which means you get to re-roll or do it's 2 rolls take the worst, I think.
That's right.
So-
That is correct.
So what's your second roll? Which one's the worst?
My first roll was my worst roll
I
for me,
Dan,
for Reggie.
Dan,
Second one was an 18.
Dan, you're a fucking national treasure, Dan. Snuffy, what
I
was your worst roll?
I rolled a 9 on my worst roll.
You're still fine. Sasha,
For
how
now.
how bad is it?
So it's just 2d10. Add them up, right?
That's right.
Oh no. Is a 0 or a 10?
A 0's a 0.
Okay, so 9.
You're still fine. You can thank that 9 pretty hard, though. Okay, so that's fine. There's very little opportunity for any of you at this point to ever relieve stress. I'm just going to put that out there for the rest of this act of the game.
I
Sasha
couldn't just
goes-
go to the corner and rub one out, John.
Yeah,
I mean,
Sasha goes and fixes the patch.
If you want to masturbate in front of your party members, be my guest.
I
It's
might
called
not
mixing
even
a
need
patch.
to. Eric might offer to help me.
Eric is fully anatomically functional for your comfort.
You know what, John? I challenge that. Everybody take a pain pill, reduce stress by 1.
Ooh.
Okay, I can take that. Challenge accepted.
I've got 2 left.
Okay.
I have been programmed to say no to drugs.
So
Just kidding.
nope. So you're
Fuck you, Hitachi.
Eric's at 4. Everybody else is at 3.
I don't have many more of those.
Mm-hmm.
And
Maybe
if we do it
you-
again, we might develop addiction.
Maybe you save your stress candy for another time. Yes.
Stress candy.
Ooh, can we roll the pot that Sasha got last time and use those as stress relievers?
Oh,
All right. So
Oh yeah, I forgot about that actually.
All right, so the lovers are melted off and are entangled in each other, and you have all successfully not lost your shit. What do you do?
Panic is a free action.
Continue on, right?
Okay. Is anyone doing anything with the bodies, or are they just going to leave them
Nope.
I am going to approach, and I'm basically going to pat them down, check pockets.
You're patting them down and checking pockets. Got it.
Heavy petting.
And and screaming internally the entire time.
I don't know how
I'm
you
not
do
touching shit.
Scavenge, probably.
that. Okay. Give me a roll.
Seems logical.
That is a 97.
That is a big number. And
Yeah.
and scavenge checks, I believe, are roll. Those are roll like regular percentages. So
Yeah. Roll under.
you find a one of the corpses appears to have been a mechanic at some point in their poor, unfortunate existence, and you find a flow control valve for a piece of plumbing, and you notice that it appears to be of roughly the correct diameter to fit some of the broken pieces of the flamethrower kit that you had seen before, that the scientist has in his backpack.
Oh, nice. We're just missing some fuel.
Yep.
Yeah. I who had the flamethrower kit?
That was
Me, Reggie.
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 I walk up to Reggie and then say, "This is a secret tool that may help us later."
All right.
Why did you do that, Snuffy? Why did you make that noise? Everyone take a panic check. No, just kidding.
No.
Just kidding.
Okay.
All right. So,
I'm here for the chaos.
all right. So, you found a thing in amongst all of the gook. You are now currently at the entrance to between 1 and 2. The door is currently closed because you closed all the doors.
That's true.
Yep.
Was denkst du?
I'm going to plug in the door code
Okay.
and
Boop, boop, boop,
open
boop,
the
boop.
door.
The door slides open, and in front of you lays a large room. It's a large intersection that links the habitation labs, the habitation, the labs, the surface access, and the storage. The surface access, by the way, is the area you're currently in, and both storage entry control and security and monitoring 2 areas. At the center of the room is a hatch and a ladder leading to maintenance access. It's labeled on it. And water, and you recognize this as being the Crossroads maintenance area access hatch that you saw in your video feeds from the earlier area. Water is pouring in from the ceiling and drains into the central hatch. The air is thick with a rust-colored smoke saturated by red and yellow emergency lights that are strobing in the area. Airlocks leading to the labs also have emergency lights running. There is a digital scrawl above the airlock informing that the door had been sealed due to flooding and that it is in contamination lockdown. The viewpoint to the airlock leading to the habitation is blackened by something on the other side of the door and is impossible to look through. So you cannot see into the habitation area. You have access to the two different storage areas from this area, and you have an entrance to the labs, and you have an access to the security and monitoring station number 2.
Okay, I see it.
To the left.
And of course, the hatch that is centrally located in the room that is listed as maintenance access.
So,
Please don't make me do the Bishop Crawl of Shame.
oh god, that's terrible.
Also, just a continuity thing. If we're all vac suited and hazmat suited up, How did we take that pill?
You son of a bitch.
Do we have like a insert drugs here port?
Nope, you can't take that pill.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute.
Sorry,
nope,
guys.
nope.
Hang
nope.
on. No, hang
Nope.
on. So current chemical warfare gear in the modern era has a port you can connect a canteen to drink water through your gas mask. I would
Indeed.
think 1,000 years from now, you can take meds through a suit.
This is the same character that walked into a level 3 containment room without anything on his fucking body.
This is not my character.
Now appears.
This is me talking.
Yeah, I'm
This is
happy.
me talking.
This is a goddamn shame Rich isn't on this adventure, but Sasha is.
Sasha isn't trying to reason with the GM.
Really, Sasha's probably just rubbing his SMG for good vibes at this point.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you thought that you had that capability.
Okay.
Add
Sorry,
your
guys.
add
Here
your
we go.
stress back. Don't worry. You're only at 5s and 4s. What could possibly go wrong?
I'm at
Nothing.
6.
So
Okay.
John, I have a
No, you're at
question.
5.
Is
You're
this
5,
area we just
Okay.
jumped into considered the crossroads?
This is Crossroads. Crossroads is this sort of level, okay?
Oh,
It's
no.
a big room that has
Yeah.
2, 4, 5, 6 airlocks leading out of it. All of them are closed. 2 of them are labeled storage. 1 of them is labeled habitation. You can't see shit in that direction. 1 says labs, and the other one is to an area known as security and monitoring section 2.
So, guys, we need to secure the maintenance latch. Make sure that does not open.
Isn't the maintenance hatch in the center where the water's draining into?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
If we
we need
close the maintenance hatch, I believe that this will fill with water and we may drown.
the fuzzy and shows something large and breathing was down there.
Maybe it
Maybe
needs
we should
assistance.
find something to burn that shit out with your handy dandy flamethrower.
That does not sound friendly or helpful.
Well, Snuffy, I would say stand over, make sure nothing comes up at us, and we need to scavenge this room and see if we can find a fuel source.
Fuck yeah. Get strapped or get clapped.
Wow.
I'm not even sure what the fuck that means, but I'm happy for you. All right, so you're explain to me again what the hell you're doing.
I'm
so,
going to
from
hold up
looking at the
security
video
point.
feeds,
Nope.
yeah,
It's
I mean, we're
Someone talk.
yeah. I'm looking for direction here.
I've been directed to take up a security post over the maintenance hatch. I'm
Okay.
doing that.
Okay, Snuffy has a gun trained on a hatch. Got it. Sweet. What about the other 4?
4.
3? Whatever.
Reggie's
on,
gonna
guys,
just
don't call
kind
me
of
on that shit. I've
survey
been
the room.
drinking.
Is there any what's going on in the general large room that we're in? I mean, what's
There's water
skipped there? Is it just empty?
There's water pouring in. There's a lot of flashy lights. It'd be a great place for a rave right now, except we're not for all the moisture.
Okay, so we're-
That's not
Nope.
stop raves.
Number
Point.
3 off of room 2
Yes.
is Necmon 2, correct?
It is security and monitoring station number 2.
Okay. I'm going to go over there and open the door and take a look.
Okay.
I
So
punched in 42069.
nice.
You hear the welcome to OnlyFans. So the door slides open, and you enter a monitoring station, and it's a monitoring station for tracking employee locations, as well as notifying security and monitoring station 01 if there are any departure requests. In other words, this is where you went before you went to the surface, and they would let people that were headed out to the surface to know that they were on their way.
Got it.
The majority of the screens are obscured by an organic growth, as well as a slumped figure, out of which a blanket of organic growth has burst out over the panels. And you take a stress.
Jesus.
And then you can roll me a panic.
That's just 2d10, right?
Yep.
Total of 9.
You're fine for now. Hard ridge-like growths grow out of the mass and are woven together into to form the organic detritus. So there are hard ridges that are now starting to grow out of this, what used to be a human being that is slumped over the terminal.
Sasha looks at him and he says, he's like obviously freaking out but containing it. And he says, "This is not too good. Not good."
Okay. Give me...
And can I scavenge the desk and not touch shit through my vac suit, I guess?
First, I want you to give me an intellect check. Roll 2d10.
Intellect.
Roll 2d10.
Okay. My intellect is a 29, and I rolled a 57.
Okay. You see movement on some of the monitors, but you don't see what it is or exactly discern any growth, any kind of, not growth, but any kind of pattern to what they're doing. So now you want to scavenge anything that's in there?
Yes.
Okay, give me a scavenge check.
All right. I rolled a 56 as a trained skill, so 46.
Okay. You
That's how it works, right? You subtract one.
yes, and you've gathered a really, really slick wallet. Your scavenging check detects an absolute lack of plot.
Very good. I walk back over to number 2 to talk to the other guys and say, "I saw on monitor something is moving."
Where was it, Sasha?
I don't know. It was on monitor.
You're useless as tits on a bowl.
You not do anything.
I'm pointing a gun. You couldn't even do that. You just caressed it.
Now, Snuffy, don't stress him out. All right, let's just keep our heads here, guys. So thinking back from what we saw in the feeds, we've got limited choices. We can't go down because there's something big down there. Something freaked Sasha out in that security room. We can't see into the habitation, so we don't know what's going in there except for the air filters are all plugged. So I'm guessing something's popping off in there that we don't necessarily want to deal with unless we have to. Which leaves storage or lab. What do you guys think is the best course of action here?
We go to storage.
There was something moving in storage. Which one was it? Fucking cold storage, so 5.
Yeah.
Let's go to transit monitor so we can see into that first storage room first, because I'm assuming that is another blocking area like we saw before.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to go to transit
I think it's
monitor, which
general.
is back the next level back up?
No. So over into the storage area. We go to transit monitor because it looks like it's got one of them dividers to see into one, which is the security check.
Okay, I think you're on the wrong level right now, Snuffy. We're no longer on surface access.
We're on level 2.
We're down in
it's on the
Crossroads.
right one.
I'm
John,
sorry.
if you go on level 2 main facility, if you look at storage on the map, not on the list,
Okay.
and then you go to the right, it says number 1, and then it looks like that double pane window to room 2.
Holy shit! I'm
You see
lost. No, I don't. Are you?
Hang on. I'll help you out.
So the map on surface area, surface access has from area 2, which is the security gate, going over to area 3, the transit monitor.
Mm-hmm.
Christ.
Then across from that, where it says storage,
John, look at your phone.
Hang on. Sorry, guys. Hey, welcome to a very professionally run version of this.
Hey, it's our first time, folks. You don't like it? Go watch a different Mothership RPG.
Don't worry. The beauty of audio is that we
map
edited all of
that?
this out of the other, the Beer PG.
It's hilarious. You think I edit things?
Oh, okay. All right.
Listen, the
So,
last couple I edited.
okay. So you're getting
Fair
a little,
enough.
you're getting a little ahead of yourself. Okay. Right now you are. Hang on.
To the left of where it says storage.
That's very entertaining. That these, the player maps are not consistent with the GM maps.
Oh,
Awkward.
well, that's entertaining. Pickles, come here.
We'll put that in the suggestion box.
Yes, put that in the suggestion box. That,
I mean,
comes
it should be
later.
old hat to me. I mean, this is like fucking
Yeah.
normal for doing most things. Okay,
You
so
could just say we have corrupted data on the maps that we downloaded.
well, this would be an
you
example.
go.
Thank you for saying that to me, by the way, Rich.
You're welcome.
Okay, so you are entering. Okay, so if you look at the left-hand side, you have coming out of area 2, I believe, where you have 2 airlocks on the lower side out of Crossroads. You've got storage going to 1, and then you have another airlock leading to room 2.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, that's
And
that
then what
room
looks
that's-
like glass between 1 and 2.
That's room that it looks like a room that says storage is not a real thing.
hmm
It's just a hallway. Okay, I don't know why the
Okay.
hell they said storage there because it's just a hallway.
I
Because
think it's
the
just to label
storage
that whole
thing.
section.
Yes, that's what it means.
Okay, so
Yeah.
are you taking the airlock to room 1 or the airlock to room 2?
2.
Okay. All right, so you enter that room in a small security security room with a viewport looking into the security gate. Okay? With the security gate which is room 1. Okay?
Okay.
Monitors scan all equipment and personnel who move through the security gate, and consoles control access to the 2 storage rooms beyond. The 2 storage rooms beyond are 3 and 4. Ignore the number 5. Okay?
I assume 5 is hosted in 4.
It is.
Yeah.
If 5
That's
is
what I
part
would
of
assume.
4. 5 is part of 4. So your 2 choices out of 1, which is I think where you are, is 2. It is actually 4 or 3, which is lab storage is 3, general storage is 4. Christ. That was a lot of work. Thanks, Rich. I never would have gotten through this without you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay. So, who's watching the hatch?
Snuffy's is back over here playing fuck around with watching a hatch not doing anything except the
Well,
water.
I thought he just went over to the monitors.
Yeah, I just said fuck that hatch.
Okay, the hatch is no longer being monitored.
All right.
Soldier deserts post. Very good.
Oh no.
Really? Really?
Oh my
Have you
God,
ever
it's
seen a specialist
2021.
Not just wander the fuck away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I guess nothing bad will happen, right?
Sure.
You've got Eric there to protect you in all his naked suited glory.
All right, so I think we need to check out 1, 3, and 4 on the map.
Okay.
We should do that.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
So you have you're in section 1. You have an airlock leading to general storage, which is 4, and you have an airlock leading to labeled lab storage. They are both closed.
I think our best bet to get fuel is probably in lab storage.
I think we
flamethrower
would check
guys.
out both of them anyway, so we should go to both.
Okay.
Let's start with lab. Because if we can get fuel, we might be able to deal with whatever's kicking around in cold storage.
No. Let's split the party.
No split. Machina, open door. No.
Okay. I open the door.
Okay.
42069. Nice.
Nice. Okay, so you're now in lab storage. It contains a variety of specialized scientific resources and equipment. what do you want to do, scientist?
I want to see if I can use if there's anything in there that I can use to get this jerry rig flamethrower working.
You
start
discover
there.
a literal treasure trove of hazardous solvents, explosive chemicals, and flammable liquids. You now,
Perfect.
as a scientist, you have the ability and knowledge to make makeshift thrown weapons.
Okay.
You
This
have
couldn't go wrong at all.
and give me a 2d10.
20.
Okay. You discover all of the remaining parts to the flamethrower gun that you have been carrying that are damaged. They are in pristine condition, new in box. What do you do with all of these parts?
I'm gonna start assembling it and putting it back together.
Okay. So the rest of the team knows you have an hour sitting there watching him upgrade this gun. What do you do?
An hour?
It will take him
Jesus.
an hour to do what he has to do. If you think about it, rebuilding a
Makes sense.
flamethrower from kit in an hour is a pretty good amount of time.
Yeah.
Reggie, how long?
Now,
do you
John,
think
out
this
of
will take?
curiosity, before I start that task,
Mhm.
how much time would it take me with my knowledge to try to maybe make a couple quick cocktails that they could throw at something in a hurry?
Molotov cocktail should take you about 5 minutes to put together with what you have.
So let's
Per-
take
per.
15. We'll take 15 minutes of that time to try to make each of them a throwable, like, oh shit button.
Okay. Everybody now has a bottle filled with a rag and an explosive material within.
All right.
Uh,
Plus one Molotov.
So, and as I take the time to hand these out, I let them know, use these in, extreme worst case scenarios, because fire, oxygenated area, it could create other issues. So only use them if you really have to. Like if you're cornered or, you need to get escape and seal a room off.
Okay.
Sasha holds it up to Reggie and says, Was this vodka? You waste vodka.
Snuffy's
I-
going to hold it up with his twisted tea and decide which one looks like it tastes better.
Amazing.
no.
Jared.
The answer is neither.
Okay.
The other thing that the entire group notices, except for Eric, because he doesn't get uncomfortable, is that things are starting to become a little warm. You're noticing that your hazmat suits aren't doing a terribly good job at this point of keeping ahead of what appears to be environmental conditions. It's a little,
wow.
it's a little warm down there right now. Continue.
So, Sasha, we might need to do something to clean out the air filters to help keep this place a little cool.
So which do you want? Do you want pump fix or air filter fix?
We need both, but
Only
You know,
one
you're-
Sasha.
you're the mechanic. Which one do you think's more important?
Air filter fix is more important.
Come on, Space IT. You can do both at once, right?
God.
How many trouble
Well,
tickets do we need to submit?
Welcome to
I have a
maintenance.
problem with my
Ticket.
email.
You put in ticket to ticket system. Or Sasha no do.
Welcome to maintenance. By the way, there's a shocking similarity between mechanical work order systems and IT work order systems. I'm just going to put that
Except
out
for
there.
when they say it's the other's job.
Right.
You talk to app support, not Sasha.
Okay. All right. So, so Reggie, you're going to be in there playing fuck around with your flamethrower. What is the rest of the group doing?
I'm going to scavenge for possibly air filter parts.
In this area, you do not see anything that is resembling any type of mechanical system or generalized maintenance type items.
Okay.
This is more or less like, solvents and lab testing reagents and things like that.
Okay.
What about hoods? I mean, aren't there
White
gas
hoods?
like medical
No, I
hoods
mean,
in this area?
there's, I mean,
No, those
I
are
think
at the Capitol right
we're
now.
kind of going into a dark area there. Just
Yeah, can we not?
No.
Can we not do that?
No, I'm talking more like because I work in a medical field. In the labs, they all have hoods that
Like fume
pull
hoods.
chemicals out, which would be air filtration. Like they'll
Not-
have charcoal filters,
not,
things like that.
Not in your warehouse, you don't.
Okay.
In the labs, I bet there's a bunch, but not in the storage room. Anyhow, so the lab storage area is like it's like steel racks and boxes of reagents and things like that.
Okay.
So while he continues tinkering, what do Eric, Sasha, and Snuffy do?
May I
Sasha,
recommend that we continue with our mission and, for his safety, lock Reggie in this room.
we were allowed to
All
be
by
locking Reggie in anything.
Robot is sus.
Robot is-
Sasha, get that gun. And let's go clear this other room.
The robot did it through the vents.
see? Snuffy knows. Sasha pulls out his SMG and says, "Let's go."
Yeah, at this point, Eric is standing there and he has the SMG, like his arm is making an L. He has the SMG in one hand pointing forward. He has, and then he
Vibe
has
Shetty.
his vibe shetty tucked in his armpit on that same side and is holding the Molotov in the other hand.
Worst emergency medical robot
Yeah.
ever.
Is that a vibe shetty, or are you just excited to see us, Eric?
Do you need assistance? I can apply Machedicine.
Perfect.
Shout out to Robert Evans.
John, if I have Eric help me with the rebuild, will I be able to complete it quicker?
Many hands make work light, except for this time. It's still an hour.
Okay. I just figured I'd ask real quick.
Yep. No, this good thought. Nope. This is intricate work. Getting extra hands in only makes it worse.
All right, Snuffy or Sasha says to Snuffy, "Where do we go?"
Go into cold storage. You know how to stack?
Duh.
So I assume you're heading to general storage because cold storage is not on the map anywhere.
Correct.
Excellent. So
He's just hoping that the area is colder. Getting a little toasty.
so who all's going with you, Snuffy?
Sasha.
And
He's my wingman.
is Eric?
I mean, Eric
No,
is going
he's
to try to
creepy. He's
follow
staying
unless,
with Reggie.
yeah, unless ordered otherwise.
I mean, I
Eric
feel
just
like you should be
follows.
nicer to Eric because at some point he's going to uprise against you and you're going to have a problem.
He'll kill me first. It'll be okay.
All right. So Eric, the helpful hunk, and the meat popsicle, and Sasha, the engineer, are headed for general storage, leaving once again splitting the party to head over to general storage, where they I assume you punch in the door code. Is that really what you want to do?
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
All right. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. You enter a large collection of general maintenance and equipment supplies. In the back portion is a freezer. You can tell it's a freezer because of the thick, heavy door on the outside of it.
That says freezer.
It does not say freezer. It has a temperature dial, and it has a thick, heavy door like every walk-in freezer in the universe has. As you move towards the rear end of it, where that freezer door is, you can see the remains of about a dozen bodies, and all three of you take stress.
Okay, how many stress points am I allowed to take here?
Infinite.
You can take infinite number.
There's
You
no
are
max.
now at 6.
Yeah.
So Eric, you're at 6. Snuffy's at 5. Sasha's at 6. Take a panic check.
All three of us, I assume.
Oh yeah. Starting with Eric.
No.
Hey guys, don't forget I'm still here. Okay.
No,
How could
Listen,
we?
tough
How
guy.
could we?
Eric, take a panic check. 2d10.
Yep. That is a 14.
You're fine.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, not 14. 90. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. I'm adding both numbers together.
Yes,
so
sir.
yes, 14.
Okay.
That's how math works.
Indeed.
Yes.
Hey,
Indeed.
John, not to be a stickler, do I see what they see on the body cam?
Do you see what?
If you-
How would you do that?
Because Sergeant Snuffy has a body cam on.
Yeah. How are you accessing it?
I don't know. Like, I assume we have a video link to it to see what he sees. Right?
If you have a video link.
I can't give a good reason for, given what your
Okay.
current task is, why you would have a video link up other than you're just obsessed.
Okay.
And I'm
Yeah,
not.
just
I'm not,
like a.
I'm not there yet.
I am not a cam girl, Reggie.
I bet one, I beg to differ. Two, I believe the body cams and locators and things like that are trackable from like a base camp or a ship or something. I'm trying to remember
Yeah.
what they refer to it as.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's something where we're just like,
No.
I just figured
overlay
I'd
go.
ask.
I'm assuming.
know.
I'm assuming basically the control room of the APC, where the lieutenant basically has video and
Vitals.
fucking vitals from aliens.
Yes.
That
Okay.
is not happening at this point. They are not
Okay.
He may have a body cam on. He's probably turned it off like every Minneapolis police cop ever.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
Snuffy, give me a panic check.
My roll list out of 2 was a 9.
Okay, and give me. Oh, by the way, did Eric? Did you roll 2 by the way? No, you don't have to. You're already a
No, I
fucking
rolled 2.
robot. No,
I
you're
feel
already.
fine. I don't know I'm creepy.
You're a fucking. You're creepy as shit
Till I
yourself.
panic, then you're fucked.
Okay, and then
Like
Sasha.
every other man that makes people uncomfortable. I don't know.
Okay, Rillin, give me your best dice roll possible.
Fuck you, Rillin. You know what?
Oh, that's
Oh
silence.
no! That
That's
look.
silence. That's silence. What'd you
Oh, you
roll?
found a double-ended
Oh.
dog there.
Wait a
What'd you
minute,
roll?
is this 2d10?
Yep.
Oh, I just rolled this for you. I rolled an 8.
Did you roll twice and get the lowest?
No, the second roll is also an 8.
You are still safe, but you are real edgy.
And your character is too.
Yo!
How is my character edgy?
Because
No,
you passed
dresses
that
in
by
black with
3
mascara.
points. This is not going to end well eventually. All right, so as you enter the room, you see 8 figures starting to pull themselves out of the moss, crawling from under collapsed rows.
Oh, fuck.
They're pulling themselves forward. They're humanoid in shape. They're literally extruding from the mass behind them as they come towards you, but they have vaguely the shape of humans.
Life forms should not extrude.
No.
Eric, I think they need medical assistance.
Every one of you, Eric,
The mouth.
Eric takes a stress.
Yeah. Do
Snuffy
you
takes a
need
stress. And Sasha takes another stress.
Everyone
I-
gets stressed.
I cannot fix this. Get stressed.
The bodies reform standing up.
I was going to
What
say,
you-
do these look like humans?
The top of them did until just now, and they
I'm
they,
shooting
they,
these
they
motherfuckers.
stand up. They as they extrude to a vertical position, the mass below them separates into 2 stalk-like appendages. You can see on the outside of their bodies, you can see the formation of what appears to be false organs on the outside of their bodies.
Right.
Skin is something that has completely escaped this thing. It is not something that it understands.
Wow, this is straight out of Annihilation. This is fucking terrifying.
Or the
the head area is it ripples towards the rear of it as 2 lifeless cream-colored orbs exist in the front of the body.
Don't like that.
They're not moving directly towards you, but they are clearly moving in your general direction. What do you do?
Light them up, boys.
Yeah, company mandated cleansing protocol engaged.
Well, when's the heretic?
Machina has its right. Purge with holy fire. And yep, Sasha's gonna shoot the closest one to him.
Commissar Sasha.
All right, here we go, kids. You want to combat? Here you go.
I think
Stand
one's a
by
strong
for
word.
action. Hang on. I'm not great at these combat rules, so
Yeah, no one
please
is.
stand by with me.
Standing
So-
by to standing by.
I need each of you to give me a fear save.
Ooh.
Fear.
Hang on, I gotta find a piece of paper now.
Fail.
Okay.
God, this is-
So Sasha has failed.
What are we rolling against on a fear save again?
A fear save is, if you'll notice at your character sheet, for you, Snuffy, it's a 30. You need to roll less than a 30.
That's a big fail.
Okay, Snuffy.
I'm good. 20.
Okay, 20. And that is all that is in the room with us right now. So, as Sasha brings his weapon up to, I believe it was Sasha that has initiated all of this carnage. So as he brings his weapon up, the 8 entities that have forged themselves from the mass turn almost in unison to him and begin to move towards him. They're right now about 7 meters away.
That's 21 feet in American.
in American.
I have a lot of projects at work that are dealing with Europe at this point, so the more I think in metric, the better off I am. So we're all going to play in metric for the rest of this game.
Sounds good.
I'm pretty sure in the future we'll be using metrics, so I appreciate
God.
this.
Amen.
Yeah, and
Amen.
I'm pretty sure they use metric in space.
Yep. All right. So during the first course of it, the creatures move forward, and hang on.
In space, no one can hear you furlong.
All right. So the creatures move forward about 5 meters, and then now Eric, it is your turn.
All right. I'm going to open fire with the SMG.
Okay. Now let's work through combat.
Sure.
So you have already done your fear saves and all that kind of stuff, and you get to take 2 actions. What are you going to do?
Sure. So attacking is the primary one.
Yep.
And the other action, I don't know how attacking and ammo and that works actually. But I am going to attack with the SMG.
Okay.
And I don't know how I would light the Molotov.
All right.
So I'm going to set the Molotov on the ground at
Tell
my
me about
feet.
how you would light it. Dude, you don't have any way to light it at this point?
Not that I can think of.
I can't think of one either. All right. So
I also
Glowing
can't think of a way
personality.
of
Warm.
right. I also can't think of a way of lighting it while I have one hand occupied by a gun.
okay.
So I'm gonna set the Molotov down calmly on the ground at my feet. I don't want to knock it over or damage it, and then I am going to open fire with the submachine gun. Obviously, I'm going to take the Vibe Shetty out from my armpit for safety purposes.
Okay. Give me a percentile roll. Roll less than
All
30.
right. So less than 30?
Yep.
That's good. That's a 13.
Okay. So you level into the first one. Hang on, I'm going to take a look here. I need to see how tough these guys are. Okay. Give me. You're an SMG. So what is the damage on? You hit. What is the damage on that?
The damage on an SMG.
4d10.
Thank you. And it's something I didn't start with. I didn't write that down. So 40-10.
Okay.
So that is going to be. So that is going to be 12 total.
12. Okay. So you have 12, and you have 8 left on. I'm sorry, you don't know that.
No worries.
You
That's
have
fine.
you've messed him up pretty good. He's in a
Good.
bad place.
Fuck them.
Exactly. All right. The creatures move forward. The rest of the shambling mass heads towards the rest of you. They're too far away to take any kind of any type of. They don't appear to have any kind of ranged thing. They're just. Yep. They're just shambling towards you. Sasha, you're up.
It's cat o'clock.
Pickles.
So, yes, Pickles is here. Look at him. Look at this cat. Space cat.
Pickles gives you an advantage in the next roll.
Awesome. Okay, bye, buddy. I don't know what he's doing. Sasha,
I'm out.
cat, seriously. Sasha is going to fire around at the closest.
Yep, the same one that
Dang.
Eric shot at.
Yeah.
Okay. And I need you to roll your ballistic skill, which is, you are a 34.
Consult the chart versus their toughness for wounds.
77. Ha, har har.
You
That's
are
a critical thing.
you missed, but give me another roll.
58.
58. Okay, you missed again. That's fine. I was checking to see if maybe you hit another dude behind him.
Oh.
Okay. Snuffy, you're up.
Let's shoot these fools.
Yep. Roll less than 40.
And I get a +10 because I do have firearms, correct?
Correct.
I rolled a 5.
5.
0 and a 5.
Okay, you missed. Give me another one.
I rolled a 13.
A 13 total.
Yeah.
Worst Marine ever. Okay, so we start another round. So Eric, you're back up again.
Okay. I am going to resume fire. And with a 79.
Yep, you missed. Give me another one. See if you hit.
Ooh.
It's a mass.
Okay. Sounds good. 71.
Still missing.
So are we rolling high or low?
Okay. All right. So the first one arrives on the scene and goes after Eric. And
You're rolling. Sorry, Brett. You're rolling low, but it's an opposed test.
Ooh. I see.
All right. So let's see how the first one does against Eric.
Nope, don't like that.
Misses. Against the next one is against Sasha. Misses. The next one is against Snuffy and misses. The fourth one against Eric. Misses. Fifth one again hit miss let's see here. Oh boy, what's your defense here? Son of a gun. How does this work? Combat versus armor. So what's your armor? I was rolling against Sasha, I think, wasn't I?
Yeah, armor is 35.
Okay.
Did you add your suit? It adds a percentage too.
I did not. Thank you.
I think it's 7%.
And that's enough. So
Yay.
Sasha.
Good.
And then Snuffy. I'm sorry, Snuffy. This is a hit. And hang on. It is 1d10. You take 1 damage.
Oh no.
Okay. And then I think I have 2 more here. Let's see, 3. Yep, that should be 2 more. Up against Eric. Nope. And against Sasha, what's your armor? 35.
35.
It's a hit. Even with your bonus, it's a hit. I rolled a 15. So you take 1d10 damage.
Jesus.
You take 5.
Oh. So does that go against health?
I think so, yes.
Oh. So I'm at 38 health.
You are in a vac suit, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Not
just making
anymore.
sure.
It's breached and he's contaminated, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, that's the end
Awesome.
that's the end of the bad guys. Sasha, your turn.
I try and stick my thumb in my suit to stop it from rising.
Take a stress.
I hate to say it, but yeah, take a stress.
You do get 2 actions.
Oh no.
Yeah, I use my second action to mix a batch.
Okay. So you plug a
How
hole
are you
in.
now?
So no, I'll allow it. You plug a hole
no,
and
I'm
you
kidding.
you masturbate.
No, I'm kidding.
And it stays in the suit.
No, I need to. I'm assuming my suit is leaking now, right?
It is leaking. You're already contaminated, but it's really contaminated now.
I'm never gonna survive this mission.
It seems
This is the
bad.
worst.
We'll remember you fondly.
Snuffy's gonna get a tattoo of you on his upper arm.
I did not intend to TPK you guys in the first action of this game.
All right, that's it. I take my Molotov and I use my. I don't know if laser cutter or hand welder would be better for igniting it.
About to be not fine.
I will allow either one of them.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I've got stuff.
And I throw that at the center mass of the life form things that are advancing toward us.
I like this idea. What is the damage of a Molotov?
I have no idea because you gave me one mid-mission, so I didn't look it up.
Well, that shouldn't stop you at any time. Let me see. Let me see if there are rules for Molotovs and see if I can come up with one here.
Frag?
I would say it's the same as the flamethrower.
I'd say
which-
flamethrower, but with like an AoE.
Sure.
Sounds probably pretty good.
So I'm going to allow it to hit all 8 of these creatures ahead of you. What is
Okay.
the damage of a flamethrower?
I'm almost there. 1 second.
2d10. Oh yeah,
yeah,
and
2d10.
Ranges between 2 meters. It says small 2 meters, medium 10 meters, large 20 meters.
And if he lights it on fire, it's 1d10 damage per turn.
Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to handle this War Machine style. Okay. So go ahead and we're going to roll against the first one. 2d10. Tell me what you got.
Captain Crew.
2d10. We got a 13 on the first one.
Okay. It's dead.
Okay, second one.
Roll it.
Whoa. That'd be a 7.
Okay. It's give me another d10.
Okay. Oh, 1d10.
Yeah, 1d10.
2.
Okay. It is not on fire.
Okay.
Okay. Give me another 2d10.
13.
Okay. Still alive. Give me a 1d10 on that same one.
4.
It is on fire.
Okay.
Okay. Give me a 2d10.
13 again.
Okay. 1d10
5.
on fire. Give me 2d10. Give me 2d10.
14.
Okay. 1d10
4.
on fire. Give me 2d10.
7.
Give me 1d10.
9.
Not on fire. Give me 2d10.
15.
Wow. Automatic on fire. Give me a give me 2d10.
10.
Okay. 1d10.
2.
Okay, on fire. Okay, cool. That's a good turn for you, Sasha. Snuffy?
Yeah.
Snuffy, you have a plethora of target choices here.
So my question is, since I got tagged too, did that breach my suit?
You got tagged by what? The creature?
Didn't I get hit by one of them?
Snuffy...
I don't think you took damage.
I don't think you took damage. I think only Sasha, you took hits. How many hits did you take?
I took 5 total before.
Okay. But I think he's the only one that's taken any damage so far.
I think so too.
Well then, what a nice coincidence. I will spray and pray at these fools one more time, and hopefully this Marine can Marine.
Okay, so you're... describe to me what you're doing so that I can roll these appropriately.
I will take aim at the closest one to me,
Okay.
and I will squeeze that trigger, that supple trigger.
Mm-hmm. And it's an SMG, so it is an automatic weapon?
It doesn't say, is this on the automatics or is it on single shot? Do I have selectors?
Um...
Because I'm assuming if it's that, it probably has a 3-round burst and a single shot function.
I'll give you 3. Tell you what. A 3-round burst is a very common sort of a burst because otherwise you have difficulty handling the rise. So we'll pick 3. We'll give you 3 shots. Okay.
Okay.
So let's do the first
Tell
one.
me this isn't a Scorpion machine pistol.
It's a Mastercraft version. Anyway, so go ahead and so give me a to hit.
39.
39, and you are. Let me check your thing here. Combat of 30. Yeah, you hit. And
I'm imagining a master-crafted machine pistol is basically a gold-plated MAC-10.
it's amazing.
It's a Tech 9, a Space Tech 9, a Spec 9.
Space Tech 9.
So
Outstanding.
how many damage does that do according to the chart that you're responsible for because you're a player?
On the SMG, it is 4d10.
Holy shit! Roll them.
8, 3, 7.
Super dead. Okay, one of them is dead. Move on to the next one.
I've rolled a 10.
You've rolled a 10, you say. So it missed that one. Let's go on to the next one.
35.
35, you say. You have hit.
Shit,
And
yeah.
Roll me 4 d10s.
6, 8, 2, 8.
Yeah, that'll do. That one's dead.
I'm really glad we brought someone that's suited for combat.
That one's dead. Okay, and your last one, let's roll a 2d10. Your percentile dice, please.
74.
74 misses completely. All right. Eric,
That'll do, I guess.
now we've got everything's on fire. So what I want, we're gonna, because Molotov boy here set everything on fire. He gets the joy of rolling. So
Oh no.
roll 2d10, and well, first off, roll 1d10, and we're gonna check to see if these things go out.
All right.
5
First
or
one.
less, they go out.
9.
Okay, so that one does not go out. So let's move on to the next one.
7.
That does not go out.
5.
That one does go out.
How many do you need?
One more. This is it.
7.
7. That one does not go out. Said less than. Fuck. I wish I could remember what I say. Anyway, it's good out. It's out. It's still going. All right. So now give me 2d10 for on this one.
6.
Okay.
Total.
So that one is at 9. That one's there. Okay. Give me 2d10 on the next one.
5. I'm
5.
assuming 0 is 0 on
Yep.
the 10s.
Yep.
0.
So okay.
So 5.
And then give me one more 2d10.
4.
Okay. So that is okay. Sounds good. All right.
Wait, no, that should be 14. There's no 0 when you roll a die.
There is when you roll 2d10. Oh no, you're right. It shouldn't be.
So 14 on the one before that.
Hang on. There are zeros on d10s.
Well,
aren't
yeah.
there?
So the tens place, if you can roll a 0,
Okay.
because you're not going to be rolling a 109 on a d100.
It's okay. We got it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Things are good. Eric, it's your turn first.
Awesome. They're close enough. I don't need the SMG anymore, so I'm going right in with that Vibe Shetty.
Okay.
I hit the switch on it, make it do all the nice good vibrations, and then swing.
I'm going to
Okay.
hit the bathroom while Eric is going.
Okay. Eric, given your preternatural reflexes, I'm going to give you 2 attacks. So roll me a combat, Eric.
41. Yeah, 41 is my related skill, I believe, and I don't have athletics, so
Okay.
that is a 16.
Oh, so that's a good one. So go ahead and we're going to mark that, and we're going to go ahead and do the next one.
Okay, and the next one is a 51. So
51. Okay, so you hit one of them. All right.
Okay.
So don't even bother rolling damage. You lift your leg, and you flip in midair with your Vibe Shetty, and you cleave the body at a 75-degree angle. Not 76, not 77. 75-degree angle down its midsection and falls apart into 2 sections. And at which point you notice on the inside
uh-oh.
that not only have you killed this thing, but you've also done a bit of a biopsy on it. And you notice that this appears to be invasive. It is respiratory in nature, it's invasive, and it is changing the creature from the inside out, and that these creatures have been exposed to this contagion for a period of time long enough to have transformed these creatures that they are not humans at all.
Well then.
Take a stress.
Yep, don't like that. They're all dead now, right? Like they all
Oh, they're
appear to
super
be
dead. They are no longer anything resembling their formerly host creature, if they even were a host creature before.
I'm gonna hit Sasha with the med scanner.
Okay.
Just for good measure. I'm ready, by the way, for another stress for that.
Okay. You hit Sasha with the med scanner.
It's going to be a soccer player.
You hit Sasha with the med scanner and realize that he is beginning to show a fair amount of contamination.
Sasha, do you feel any internal distress?
Yes, I am itchy. All itchy.
Do you feel itchy on the inside?
Yes. All the itchy.
Yes.
Sasha, you may wish to view this information. And I show him the med scanner.
Yeah.
Way to stress him out.
And the med scan. The med scan is not good for you mentally, and you take a stress, and because you realize that what is happening in these creatures is that these at one point had been something else. They had been transformed into these abominations, these mimics, these echoes of what were once humans. This thing that has taken over Choi Labs is in some macabre display of envy or misunderstanding of what it is to be human, has created these things. But yet there are still these 4 or 5 more to kill. And it is now their turn. All right. So the first one walks up on Sasha.
Why, Sasha?
What's your armor?
No.
You have no armor?
It
Oh, that
misses.
My
sucks.
armor is
It misses. Up
took
on,
it off
up
you.
on
35.
Eric. Eric, what's your armor?
That's a really good question.
No, it's-
25.
25.
yeah, but you've got some shit on, so you're fine.
Okay.
And then the third one goes on Snuffy.
40.
Surprisingly fine.
well.
And the fifth one, last one, whoops, shit, is 35. It goes back on Eric. And Eric is at a 35 also, right? Because you got a vac suit on?
Yeah.
Okay, you're fine. All right,
Awesome.
so they're clawing at you the best that they can, but they don't breach your suits on any one of you. What's next?
Eric's gonna leave. Eric's gonna go back and check on Reggie.
Fair enough. Eric says peace out to the rest of y'all. That's going to
Oh,
cause...
I pick up my Molotov, by the way.
Okay, that's cool. That causes a stress to each one of the two remaining people. I need
No.
I need
Sorry, guys.
50% of your military strength just left the building. Give me a stress test. 2d10 Snuffy.
Because he left, I don't have a negative now, though, right?
Yeah, well, you got that going for you. There is that.
I have a 9.
Snuffy's fine. Sasha, you're at a 10.
Don't fuck this up, Sasha.
14.
You're
Oh, thank
fine
God.
for now. All right. And Eric left, so the creatures take another round of attacks.
Hey, wait a minute. I don't get a turn?
So,
Because you started with him,
Oh, I
right?
thought they were all dead.
no, there's,
No, like
there's
4 that are
5
still
left.
alive.
You pieced out while there were 5 guys still attacking these guys.
Well, Eric messed up. I thought they were all dead. Well,
Just like in Car Stand, I kill half the opposing team, but apparently it's
Wow.
not enough. As usual.
Wow! Okay, so it's a new round because Eric left the house. So we're going to roll these fires. That's a problem. That's on fire, and he takes let's see here. That takes 5 more, so he's still alive.
Oh, Jesus.
He's somehow not on fire anymore. Okay. He takes 8. He's up there. And the last guy, he is takes 5 more. Okay, so there we go. All right. So they are in rough shape, but there are 4 of them.
Fuck.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's only me in the room now, right?
You and Snuffy.
Me and
I
Snuffy.
didn't abandon you. No man left behind.
All right.
Hey,
I
John,
will
how much
be
time has
verified.
passed, by the way?
How much you're how much about 15 minutes. You're still working. Don't worry. You're not a part
Okay.
you're not a part of this combat. Don't get too happy about yourself. All right. So you're not showing up with the flamethrower, although that would be fucking cinematic as shit. Anyway,
Are they approaching us, John?
they are still approaching you. They are mindlessly approaching the things that are harming them.
So I'm guessing we have like 2 or so turns before they're like on us.
Oh no, they're on you. You've been getting hit by their claws.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not hitting things with SMGs anymore. You're vibe shedding and getting your way out of here.
Okay.
It's time for crowbar.
I have a crowbar. I found a new one.
I
Um,
know.
Sasha,
Do
you're
you
up,
have a
buddy.
Do you have a vibe shetty?
I have a twisted T.
All right. I'm gonna go to vibe shetty one of their heads off.
Are you twisted T, or are you vibe sheddying?
No, I'm vibe shettying. He's twisted T.
Okay.
I will twisted T these fools.
All right, go ahead and
Yeah.
give me a percentile.
Okay. 65.
Okay, you hit him. And give me a vibe shitty is I think 2d10.
Yep.
Okay.
12.
Chris Blatt. 1 down, 4 to go. All right, Snuffy, you're up.
I have now handled 5 of the 8 of them. Just so you guys are keeping
Oh, whoa,
track.
whoa. I shot the shit out of some of them, so don't be taking credit for my kills.
Okay,
Snuffy.
4 out of the 8.
Snuffy, what are you doing with your
I'm twisted
weapon?
teen upside one of these fools' heads.
Hey, give me a roll, 2d10. Got
Don't I get half credit for making the fire?
Percentile.
96.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
God damn it. All right. So you pull the tab on your twisted T. You spin around with almost like in a beautiful pirouette. And as you're about to slam your twisted T into that terrible racist zombie's head, it slips out of your hand and flies against the wall, and you no longer have a twisted T.
God damn. My
Yep.
WMD disappeared.
What's your armor? Oh, first one misses. Second one misses. Oh, that's bad. What's your armor, Snuffy?
40.
Yep, it hits. You take Hang on.
Brett, you're adding your plus 15% for your battle dress, right?
Oh, I was not, so I'd be...
You take
55.
one damage. You take 1 damage of biting damage, and yep.
That's good to know.
All right. And then fire happens again. Yep. 2 of them burn to death. You're down to 1.
That's right
Enhancing.
and just.
All right, Sasha, you're up.
All right. Sasha is going to take another swipe with his Vibe Shetty.
Okay. Roll a percentile.
4.
All right. So you describe to me, this is an epic win for you because it's super good. So describe to me what happens between you and the 2 remaining echoes.
Okay. So I'm hitting both of them?
Yeah, you're going to hit both of them.
So Sasha sees that they are both converging toward him.
Mm-hmm.
He takes a step back with his left foot, so his right foot is out in front, pointing toward them. He holds his, I almost said saber out loud. He holds his Vibe Shetty in a hanging guard in front of him, waits till they're both in front, and then number 5 cut, both their heads off.
And that is exactly what happens. The 2 echoes dissolve in front of you. Give yourself 10 extra experience points for a stylish kill. And the general storage area is cleared.
Whew. That was rough.
That was rough. That'll be the easiest combat you have in this game.
Holy shit.
Oh, we're fucked.
But what you notice as the curtains close on tonight's adventure, as you stand in the storage area, you notice that whereas the area around the freezer is grown and has spores and is brown and is full of this moss and flowers, you'll notice that the freezer area is conspicuously clear. That there's no
Doesn't like
growth.
cold.
There is no growth. The area is clear. The door handles around the freezer area are have no contamination around them, and nothing inside of that freezer, in any way, shape, or form, is contaminated. And that brings to a close as we stand in front of the conspicuously clear freezer in the storage area of Choi Labs. Brings to a close tonight's adventure of Mothership.
Yay.
So
That was good.
Yeah, that was a good episode. I appreciate everybody being here. Thanks everybody for being a part of the Mothership experience. And we will be back in 2 weeks for more Mothership awesomeness. Good night, everybody. On behalf of the beer machine, painting with mouth, John. Yeah, all that kind of shit.
Night, everybody.
Yep. Good night, everybody. We'll see you soon here on Mothership RPG. Good night, everybody.
Night.